Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 3rd of August 2022. Just a couple of observations for you today. One good, one bad. I'll start with the bad one to begin with. I like to fill this vehicle up when it kind of gets down to halfway rather than all the way down to quarter or under a quarter full. Purely and simply because, first of all, it's not such a shock in this day and age of high fuel prices. And secondly, after all of those stupid fuel shortage things that we've had over the last year, it just means that if something like that happens, I'm never under half full. So I've got a fair bit in reserve if that kind of nonsense ever kicks off again. So I've just been to do that, filled up, no problem, got this thing filled up, and went in to pay, and there's a bloke in front of me paying, and a very nice lady behind the counter serving, and the bloke had obviously put his card in the wrong way round, and he's into the machine, so he took it out. And the lady was sort of saying, oh, they should have a sort of chip in both ends, so it doesn't matter which way you put it in, shouldn't they? And, all sort of nice and chatty like that. And then she goes, better yet, it'd be good if you could have a chip in your finger. So all you'd have to do is just go beep, and it'd be sorted. And the bloke kind of goes, yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? And of course, I'm standing behind them, sort of shaking my head and sort of thinking, actually, that wouldn't be good. It's a bad idea. And it just shows you how so many people out there have got no idea at all what a bad thing it would be to start getting yourself chipped up with things. Yes, it might be convenient, but as I said quite a lot of videos ago, I'd rather have inconvenience and freedom rather than convenience and slavery. And I'm sure if you're watching this, if you're watching me, you know what my views are on this kind of thing, and you probably share them yourself. But just in case you think, what's he talking about? Why is it such a bad idea to have a chip in your sort of finger to make all your payments with? Surely that's a good thing, a convenient thing, like these two people in the petrol station obviously thought. Well, I'll tell you why. It's all very well while the powers that shouldn't be play nice, but if they decided for some reason that they didn't want you spending money, maybe this particular petrol station was outside of the area they deemed it fit for me to travel in for whatever reason, maybe another lockdown, maybe a climate lockdown where they don't want you traveling any more than sort of 50 miles from your house or something, and this place happened to be 60 miles away, well, it'd be refusing your payments, and and then you wouldn't be able to get your sort of petrol, because you probably, if they brought that in, you'd probably have to pay or get authorised before filling up. So then you'd be stuck, wouldn't you? And if you had been a naughty boy or naughty girl and they didn't want you buying stuff or didn't want you buying certain things, again, they could just switch that chip off with the press of a button, and you wouldn't be able to sort of pay for it. So anything digital like that, it might seem convenient, but very, very bad idea. And it's the, believe you me, that kind of thing, getting rid of cash is the road to slavery, and we need to be on our guard against it. And so I thought that was interesting, an observation today, and it's just so clear that an unfortunately high number of people just do not realise what a bad idea, what a terrible idea that would be. And I promised you a good observation It's been quite some time since I've seen, don't know about you, but it's been a long time since I've seen anyone foraging for blackberries. I haven't seen people doing it for years, and in the last day or so I've seen two lots of people doing it, and it's just coming into blackberry season now. Actually got some in my own back garden, in actual fact, and the first half dozen getting ripe, and I sort of picked them last night and ate them. Really sweet, lovely sort of stuff. Lovely ones they are. I think it's going to be a really good year for blackberries, and I might actually pick a load and make some bramble jelly. I did that years ago, and I do like a nice homemade bramble jelly. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, getting back on point, it's just coming into blackberry season here, and I saw a lady with her kids blackberrying. Funnily enough, where I sort of shot one of my videos yesterday, the one where I was in this vehicle, and then just today as I was driving along, I saw a guy, quite a young guy actually as well. He looked like a teenager or early 20s or something. So it's good to see young people doing this, and that lady teaching her young kids to sort of go blackberrying. So that is a really good sign. And if you can learn foraging skills, even if it's just doing blackberries once a year, sort of picking them, a load of them to eat and to make things with. A lady from our stand in the park sort of picked some recently, and she made some really nice blackberry flavoured kind of little muffin sort of things, and she handed those out on Sunday actually, so that was really nice. Had one of her muffin things with foraged blackberries in it. So good to see this sort of thing starting up again, and more people doing it, and good to see young people doing it, because I think, as I say, these foraging skills are going to become important. So yeah, just a couple of interesting little observations there I thought I'd share with you, and I'll leave it for now, and I'll be back tomorrow. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.